How you doing, everybody? Andy Malfrina here. Let me adjust my camera. I should have done that before. Oh, wrong direction. How you doing, everybody? I'm Andy Malfrina, the ultimate analyzer. Fuck. I gave myself new nicknames today. I'm the ultimate analyzer, the top consumer. Just trying to consume everything and give you my fucking take. No, it's not about takes. It's about representing things properly and showing the world what the true reality is, and that's my reality. My reality is the top one. Let's check it the fuck out. A band I really like, a band that holds the title of me and my wife's our favorite song. It's our song. We touch each other and we go, "This is us." We listen to After the Party and we go, "This is us." One of my favorite bands. Seen them a bunch of times live. Love them so much. They're great. I wish more people embrace them. I mean, a lot of people do embrace them, but I wish more people embrace them. They're basically the quintessential, in my opinion, they're the band to get into once you hit your 30s. Once you start hitting like 28 and it starts becoming real, that's when you need to sack up and start listening to the Menzingers. But they got a new song out. They got a new album coming out. Let's listen to the song and talk about it. Everything I Ever Saw.
A bad memory. What a fatal flaw. I wish I could remember everything I ever saw. I take the good with the bad, the happy with the sad. Every stranger's face that's walked on by. 'Cause at the end of our days there's signs in our windows. Store closed and everything must go. Oh well, I don't wanna live, I just wanna remember. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't wanna live, I just wanna remember everything I ever saw.
I really like that, by the way. The for a band like this, who great band, song structure wise, they stay in a lane, and that's no problem because a lot of bands do that. But Menzingers are a band who you really, if you want to find out how to create variety while still sort of staying in the same general lane all the time, they don't. Like this deep into their, and I'm happy they don't do it. I like consistency when it's like this. They're really good at implementing those little things that just change it up, and they don't make, while every song sort of thematically and vibe-wise is all very similar, they do little tiny things, and right there, first chorus, we're just going to do half of it. We're going to make it short. We're not going to make it a big to-do the first time. So we can like build to something bigger, and you can make what is a format-wise a very traditional song feel different by just doing these little things. And also, too, just the lyric. I'm not a big lyric guy. I'm more of a vibe guy, and I go off the vibe of the music and how the vocalist sounds. It's why I don't get too... I realize that's specifically why I don't get too much into like deathcore and shit like that. Is like when you sound like a fucking, and I'm not, it's not to shit on it, I guess, because I'm not, it's like to each their own, but it's when you sound like a fucking monster. There's not a lot for me to like identify with. I can't get a gauge on who you are. And it's like, I need to know who you are before I like interact with this music. So that's why I don't do a lot of deathcore and shit like that. Oh, but yeah, I'm not a big lyric guy, but that lyric, I wish I could remember everything I ever saw. Something about that. That's the thing where like, that's what I love about the Menzingers, because I'm not like a big lyric guy, and they always have lyrics where you're like, oh shit, wow, I was not expecting to feel so much on that lyric.
Born with a broken heart, all stitched up, but always coming apart.
Also, the effect, whatever that effect is on his voice on the choruses, that was like bothering me at first, and then it kind of like grew on me.
Everything I ever saw, everything I ever saw, everything I ever saw, everything I ever saw.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Menzingers kill it. I keep it a buck, not reinventing the wheel, but they don't need to, man. You know, they've sort of figured out a lane, and it's a nice ass lane, and they fucking I like it too because like I'm big into the Menzingers. I've like gone deep on their whole catalog. Listened to like each album multiple times. I got my favorites on every album, and that's kind of like that's what's nice about the Menzingers is you like, you know, it's not just like you go to their show and, you know, they're going to do the old ones because, well, so they're not like, they're a dope band to be a fan of because they're not mainstream. So the songs that pop, like obviously there's certain songs that were like music videos and shit. Like After the Party, they're definitely going to play. These are newer ones. What are the other ones? After the Party, In Remission, I Don't Want to Be an Asshole. A lot of these ones, like, they're definitely going to play them. But they're also, like, they're never, like, Menzingers are never worried about, like, getting on the radio. Not that that's, like, a thing the same way it used to be, but they're never worried about, like, that we got to have that one single that just pops the fuck off. You know, because it's like they know that's not there for them, which is like what makes them able to just focus on the music. And that's why all the songs, I should say, maybe not all of them, but the vast majority of the songs are just their best songs that become like the singles and the music videos and shit. They're just their best songs. But there's no like, you know, there's no like when you go to the men's like what's an example? What's a band that's very linked to one of their songs? Like probably like if you went to go see Real Big Fish, you know, it's like they have to. There's almost Real Big Fish is different because they sort of like popped for a second. I'm trying to think of a band. You know, I think Day to Remember did a good job moving past this. Like, there's no one song that really encapsulates their career. Enter Shikari did a good job at this. You know, they were the Sorry You're Not a Winner. But you guys, I'm having trouble thinking of an example right now, unfortunately. But you know, there's these bands that like Hawthorne Heights. They're a great example. Great band. I don't really listen to them. I'm just being polite. But like. I don't exactly know what their set list is, but it's like you kind of gotta play Ohio Is for Lovers or like we're gonna have a problem. Like I'm snapping those glasses and I'm ripping your sweater off your body. Lead singer of Hawthorne Heights, like we're gonna have a problem. Menzingers don't have that. Like if I go see the Menzingers and they don't play In Remission, I'm gonna be bummed. But fortunately for me, they have about a bajillion other great songs. So it's like for every time they don't play In Remission, I mean, I will say for me, because that's the thing too, like even as I'm saying it, it's like you can't even technically go like, bro, if they don't play After the Party, it's like, nah, it's Menzingers are a much more personal thing about the songs that they like you hope they play. But there's no like one song. And then on every album, you know, they pop out, you know, I think it's like their big moment was a couple albums ago. So maybe the songs from an emotional standpoint don't hit the same way, but there's still always just some like great shit. So it's like what I'm trying to get at is Menzingers are one of those great bands where it's like if they did a show and never played After the Party, In Remission, and just stuck to the new songs, you'd be like, I'm bummed they're not playing In Remission, but these are some good tunes. You know what I mean? They have that like benefit of like you could just rip all the new shit. And at least for me, they could rip all the. I mean, I maybe I'm different because they're one of my favorite bands, but honestly, they're one of those bands that like they're to me like because they've never been like the trendy band, and they're now like kind of a headliner and shit. And to me, Menzingers are one of those bands where it's like you're only really going to see them if they're your favorite band. You know, they're probably like top, I don't know about top 5, but they're definitely top 10 for me. They're one of my favorite bands, and it's like, and I think most people going to see the Menzingers, they're their favorite band, and it's like, I'd prefer you to play In Remission After the Party, but if you just stick to the new record, if you go new record heavy, I'm happy about that shit. Yeah, man. I'm excited for this new record. I think it's going to be a good time. Thank you guys. Be about it. Peace.